Hello, and once again, welcome back to Warside. We're on episode 6, recording this at 11 o'clock at night on Saturday. You're going to be seeing this on... I say you're going to be seeing it on Sunday. I don't know. You may see it a couple of days later, but I'm going to be uploading it on the Sunday. And again, as usual, between the last episode and the previous... No, that doesn't make sense, but previous episode and this one... Yeah, okay. Oh, God, it's been a long day already. Between the last episode and now, that's what I was trying to say. Right, we'll start that sentence again, shall we? Oh dear. So, between the last episode and now, as usual, there has been an update. It was only a minor, small one, which fixed some issues in Fog of War, which we didn't come across. But it was some issues which has been fixed, and since I recorded the last episode, I have actually had a chance to talk with one of the developers of the game. We only had a brief conversation, but the brief conversation we had boils down to the fact that they are very aware of several of the criticisms of the game which I have pointed out. And they are working on them, but they are a crew of only 2 people. So it is taking them some time, and apparently they had to ship a slightly earlier build of the game or something, and now they're hot-fixing with patches to catch up to the version which they wanted to release. But hey, the fact that they are actually patching the game is good enough evidence to me, in my mind, that they haven't just cut and run. They're actually wanting to actively work on this, which is a good sign. And they will communicate if you talk to them, as is the case of the fact that they actually answered me and some of my questions, which is nice. I mean, overall, despite the criticisms I have had, which are reasonable ones, I think, in my opinion, for a turn-based tactical shooter like this, they are aware of them, but, I mean, I haven't really been enjoying myself, but I haven't hated the game either. It is a 3 stars out of 5 situation for me at the moment. This is slap bang in the middle. The potential is, which I have said all along, the potential is absolutely here, and it is fine, it is playable, and hopefully it will be beatable, and it's not like it's an unplayable, completely buggy mess. What's here, I do enjoy, because I enjoy these kinds of games. It's unpolished. But we do have some new toys to play with in this mission, don't we? Coming up, because it looks like we are now boarding. We might have some naval units to play with. Hopefully, anyway. So let's see what unfolds as we dive in. I'm going to keep it on hard difficulty. No one's told me to change it yet, and it seems to be working out for us. Sunstalkers. The Wastelanders have taken it upon themselves to claim this forest for themselves. But, like the sands we call home, this forest belongs to no one. What? We will uproot them from these lands, and leave nothing standing but the trees. Blaze, are you ready? I'm ready. I'm gonna pull your arms off and use them as drumsticks. Okay. Sorry, my voice is going... Well, I'm gonna rip your head off and turn it into a tool. What fucking hell, love? Finally, a worthy adversary. Our battle will be legendary. I think he might be clinically insane. My voice is starting to go a little bit because I have just spent the past 2 hours plus recording FTL episodes, which you will see hopefully at some point. See that? That's an airport. What's an airport? Oh, fuck me. Oh my god. You don't know what an airport is? It's where we build our air units. Just kidding. The Azure Guards told me about a young cadet who made it through the academy without even knowing what an airport was. Womp womp. Really? The worst part is they gave that person an army. Okay, that is kind of funny. Yes, airports. So, transport helicopters, attack helicopters, fighters and bombers. About standard, really. And we can deploy 2 per turn if we've got the money for it. I don't think we're going to for a while. They're a little bit expensive, so we're going to leave them be for the moment. And this is a transport truck, isn't it? So pop those in there and send him off on his... Well, hang on. SAMs. What has he got? So the majority of the fighting is going to take place around here. And there's going to be some minor scraps in here at this choke point, but the majority of his force is probably going to come down this way. But I want to, if I can, take this airport up here if I can, there we go, that's the button I want. His range is that. I'm just going to deploy a single infantry, so hopefully I can deploy a transport copter next turn. Otherwise, I'm going to move out. I'm going to send... yeah. I'm going to send one tank preliminarily this way. And I've got my bikes and things. I'm going to capture this city down here. I don't want to overexpose myself too much. Yeah, whilst I do have the flat cannons and things. Yeah. How much do they cost again? Just to remind myself. Well, I was hoping we'd have air units, but no, we are boarding planes, it seems, this time. I was hoping we would have sea units to play with, but never mind. Let's see what Scourge has to do now. And yet, he's sending most of his stuff south, as I thought. Which is fine. Oh! Ah, now we have some jets to play with. They're fast, can move very far, can only shoot air units. Use them to take out the helicopters. I'm micromanaging, aren't I? Yes, yes you are. Yes. But I am going to take out the helicopters. So what's the range on that there? Yeah, well, currently that's a little out of range, but... Hang on. No, he's out of range of the rockets. Good. So I can deal with this up north. And we're out of range of the helicopter too. I'm going to keep that around... Oh, hang on a minute. I'm going to move inside his minimum range. There we go. That's a smart thing to do. I nearly put myself right in, well, direct attack range. But I'll stay here around ball sniffing distance, and then eventually we can hit the helicopters, hopefully, with the jets. Plus, I've got the surface-to-air missiles too. So if I, in fact, if I put that there and leave the tank where it, pull the tank back slightly, he's going to take this factory. That's fine. I'm just going to have to accept that. Keep this down here for now out of the way, and the flat cannon, anti-air, whatever you want to call it. And another... In fact, I'm actually going to deploy a sniper to load in there. And do that and see what he does. Yeah, he took that factory, that's fine. I kind of expected that. And he went straight for the tank with his helicopter. Good, unfortunately. A little bit out of attack range now, but he's kept himself inside... He's put himself within attack distance, the minimum range of the tank. He's kept it inside his minimum range because he's an idiot. That's fine. So now if I keep that there and go for... that is in attack range of the flat cannon there apparently, but I can't hit it from there, so I'll just go from that way instead. Oh, now he can hit me. But they like to prioritise the buildings, don't they? So if I put that here, I can deploy Infantry 1 and Infantry 2. I can go for the tank with my bikes because they do shitloads of damage to them. It's crazy how much damage they do to tanks. Unfortunately, I can't quite attack with the flak cannon yet. But if I use that as a wall... Oh no, air units can move through, can't they? That's right. In that case then, I'll just leave it there. Load you into the transport copter. I'm not going to be able to deploy, and because I'm not going to be able to land, but that's fine. And get a buggy, I suppose. And we'll call that a day for our turn. Yep, there we go. Went for the buildings. That's fine by me. Again, his main scary force is either out of position, or, it's the case with his rocket, just badly damaged, so I don't really have to worry about it. And once I take out this last helicopter, he now doesn't have any air units I'd really have to worry about. Right, so infantry of the first and infantry of the second to capture those. Fan-dabby dozy. And in fact, I'm going to keep that there to block the road a little bit, if I can help it. Oh, this SAM's been damaged, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't have any more air units, does he? So I don't really need it. And I can still do so much fucking damage to these tanks. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. I kind of want another tank if I can help it, but I don't have the funds for one at the moment. Which is fine. It's fine. And my superpower is actually ready, which it heals all units within this range. Well, in that case, then I'm just gonna. I mean, all my bikes are damaged, so I'll just do that. Heal all those up. Barely a dent left. And that's... I wonder if it boosts their defense slightly as well. Unfortunately, no way of knowing, as we've discussed. Oh! Okay. Silent but deadly. Do you mind not farting whilst I'm trying to save the world? It's poison. Get your troops out of there. Well, I kind of set it. That's the best place he could have hit, to be honest. I kind of set myself up for failure with that one. And now his theme tune's got going. This is pretty good. I actually quite like his theme tune. That's not bad. I didn't realise that my whatchamacallit, what's the word I'm looking for? A transport helicopter was in range of his SAM. But never mind, it's fine. Bit of a waste of how much money it was, but no matter. Now, what to do with these? Well, the planes can block his production facilities, actually, can't they? So we can slow him down more than anything else. And I can also just attack this freshly deployed tank for shitloads of damage. Now I just healed this unit as well. Bugger. Oh well. I'm not going to do any damage to that sniper. Pull back. Move this out of the way just because he's blocking the road. And deploy tanks. Get my recon coming in. Just can't really do much else, unfortunately, with the tank that is there. Oh, I can take it out. Yeah. And I wonder how long that fart cloud lasts for. I can use this supply truck to block his anti-air unit. And again, let's save up for another tank. Because I kind of want to take this base if I can. If I can surround it, then he won't be able to do much. And we're just going to keep trading that city back and forth. Which is kind of what I expected, really. Oh, units will die if they stay there. I think that's what happened anyway. Well, I'm going to attack this anyway, just because it's there. And I can deploy an attack helicopter now. There we go. Or the battle copter, I suppose, if that's what I'm used to calling it. Move the jets there, I suppose. And, yeah, take that out. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do too much damage, but I can stay inside his minimum ranged area and damage him somewhat. It's not going to be completely destroyed, but it'll slow him down. And now I have spent all me monies. Not a lot else I can do. I'll deploy another infantry, I suppose, because he's probably going to go for this building so I can take it back again. Because we keep trading them back and forth. I probably should have done something. I think I still have my tank up north, didn't I? No, I didn't. He destroyed it, that's right. I forgot that he destroyed it. But, yeah, that's fine. And, yeah, as I figured, he took the building. And that... I'm still inside attack range, unfortunately, by the artillery, but... I'll bring that down there. I can still do damage to this unit, and yeah, I can take that back. That poison cloud is still lingering around. I was hoping it might clear up by now, but apparently not. That's that taken... yeah, well, not quite taken care of, but... It's done enough damage to it, at least. And, in fact, I want to... use my power here to heal all those, and see what happens. I'm going to leave that there. It's kind of dead weight at this point, because I don't have any... he doesn't have any units to hit me with, I should say. I can't afford another attack helicopter, that's fine, but you know what I can afford? Say it with me. Another tank. And... I don't need to do anything else. So we are going to call it a turn there. And see what he does this time. I do wonder how... Well, just as I was about to say it. I do wonder how fast the enemy power charges. Unfortunately, I can't see it, and I really wish I could. But hey, I've blocked him up here. He's going to have to deploy something... Yeah, he's deploying SAMs still. It's fine. I'm going to sacrifice my tank to destroy these rockets. And in fact, start attacking the building. Yeah. Why would no one let me finish? Right. Well, you... I can't quite destroy, but I can slow him down and keep him from getting to the airport. And deploy... I'm gonna... Running out of infantry. That's unfortunate, but not a lot I can do about it. They have a blind spot right there, so I'm going to park that in it. And this one, unfortunately, I'm going to have to pull back, but I can use it again as a wall. Those two are probably going to die, because the artillery is going to take that out, and the poison... I don't know how much damage the poison does, but we'll see. And again, I'm going to save my money this turn. As I predicted, the majority of the fighting is happening in the south. But this mission has been again, much like the last one where we were fighting against Cassian, this mission has been actually interesting. It's proved a bit more of a challenge than some of the previous ones. So the game has taken a while to get going, but now that it has, it's getting there. I mean, they're still not the most difficult missions in the world, I'm going to be perfectly honest. It's not like I'm struggling badly, but I am enjoying it now. It's starting to pick up. It's just a shame it took a while to get there. So maybe some of the earlier missions in the campaign need a bit of a rework. But I mean, as I say, it could be a whole lot worse. It could be a lot worse. It's a shame I can't heal my units up here. Now, what do I want to do? I'm gonna deploy more helicopters, and yeah, I'm gonna see what he does now. Ow. Yeah, he's deploying a lot of rockets and things, and actually, I wonder, did he build that anti-air to try and counter my helicopters I've built? I wondered if the AI responds to what you build, as I'm not entirely sure if it does or not. No, that doesn't quite take him out. This is a shame. I thought it might respond to what you build, but maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Well, I can at least take care of these up north now. So this area's done. In fact, I can actually probably take these cities from him. And he's neglecting up here entirely. I might be able to do an encirclement maneuver from the north and keep him bottled up here indefinitely. There's a thought, anyway. It's a shame I can't strike from cities, but oh well. Deploy a sniper, and I wonder how he calculates where to target with the poison thing as well. Also, it turns out I was right. Ammo and fuel consumption is currently not something I have to worry about. So that's also currently not implemented. So it is not a concern. Can I take... No, not quite. But I can send these guys up. So oops-a-daisy. And in fact, I can use these planes to block the roads. So now I don't have to worry about him coming in that way. Get rid of you. I'm going to be in attack range regardless, but I'd rather be in attack range of just the rockets rather than the rockets and the artillery, so he wouldn't end up destroying both. But I wonder if he will prioritise the weakened unit if I bring that as a target in range. And I'm going to save my money this turn, I think. Or should I... No, I'm just going to deploy a tank. And another infantry to go down here. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do this turn. And it turns out, no, he didn't prioritise it. He ignored it and hit another unit he could weaken instead. Which is interesting. He played it somewhat clever. I was hoping I could get him to attack me to act as, whatchamacallit, use it to be a distraction. But no, he didn't fall for it. That's fine. I wasn't expecting him to be completely stupid. I mean, it's still a little bit dense, but smarter than I give him credit for, I suppose. I was hoping that would take him out, bugger. Oh well, at least I've got fresh tanks coming in, and I can get a fresh tank every turn. Because I've got the money for it. And... is that in? No, it's not. I'll bring that down there. Okay, I am satisfied with that. And in fact, actually, yeah, I can heal all three of them there. Lovely. So that's a little bit better, but now he's probably going to deploy his fart bomb on me, isn't he? So if I pull that up there... I don't know, I wonder how it targets. Oh, he used it mid-turn. Interesting, he attacked this with a rocket and then he used it up here. But the helicopters being up here has drawn these missiles away. So now I can send these ones in down here. So I can still somewhat bait him around, which is quite funny. So deal with that at least. And is that gonna... not quite take it out, but... Actually, it might. No, it didn't. Shit, never mind. I thought it might. Yeah, I'm just thinking if he prioritizes like units based on funds and things, but I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. I'll have to ask the other people in the Discord server about that who've worked out a bit more about how the game mechanically functions than I have yet. And also people who've been playing PvP and things, which I've not been doing. I could do it, but it's not really my thing. I prefer to just play through and experience the game, and whilst I appreciate that the competitive angle against other people is a part of it, I don't need it to get what I want from it, if that makes sense. Maybe I will at some point, but for now I'm alright with not doing. And I can take out those down there, and hopefully I can capture the... I'm gonna say capture the building, but not quite. I'm not gonna be able to reach it. I can take it away from him at least, so he can't use it, which is something. And do I want to do anything else? I think we have pretty much got this. He's only got like a couple of units left. I can't deploy another helicopter, but I don't need to. I will deploy another infantry at least, just because force of habit. And I'm actually going to save my money for potentially another helicopter. And who knows, maybe I'll get a bomber in this business to finish stuff off. I don't know. He's kind of somewhat contained up here, really. I don't really have to worry about him. He's still going to send his units in, but that's fine. That's what the buggy and the excesses infantry I've been building up is for. And yes, I can't quite afford a bomber just yet. Almost can, though. And I can destroy his... what's the word? Rockets. Like I said, it's been a long day. My brain is currently mashed potato, because I spent a long time playing FTL. Like I said, over 2 hours worth of recording. I trimmed it down in the edit, so it wasn't as much as that in the end, but... Oh, I should have attacked the building and I didn't. Bollocks. Oh well. I can capture it at least. Do that. And I'm going to deploy just a solitary infantry again. And use my power to heal all of these tanks here. That's quite a wide range of effect that she's got for healing stuff. He's probably going to hit here with his superpower again, isn't he? So I just wasted it. Oh no, he just kamikazed himself instead. That's fine. Right, in that case then, I can take out... Yep, I can take those out. Good. Right, that's no longer a worry. And in fact, yeah, I think I've pretty much got this down pat and beat in the next couple of turns. Deploy a bomber, just on the off chance that he goes for expensive units, he'll target it there instead, because he's going to get it eventually. Because remember, it's not just the fact that targeting units will cause them to build up power. they also get it passively just on their own. They just regenerate power every turn. So that is something which I quite like as a change. It forces you to deal with it sooner, rather because you can't really manipulate the AI as much by not taking engagements, because they're going to passively generate a power. I mean, you can kind of somewhat plan around it if you can bait units like that out the way, just in case, so you can kind of plan for it. Now, I know what his power does. I can take that into consideration, but I'm just not entirely sure how he chooses to like target where and when, etc. And yeah, no, we've done this. That's a wrap on there. Slightly longer mission than I would have liked, but got it all sorted in the end. It's a message even the Wastelanders can understand. There was a message? Yes, leave this place or we'll remove you from it. That wasn't very clear. Cassian, where are we going to next? The hydroelectric dam. Looks like the Wastelanders have taken it over. We'll take care of this. And victory. Come on. There we go. Oh, we're all the way over here now. Taking a stand. Defend the terraformer. Oh yeah, that's the super weapon, isn't it? I was hoping we'd have some naval combat at this point, but apparently not. Oh well. We're sticking with a few of the slightly longer episodes, and we'll dive into... Hang on. How many have we done so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're up to mission 15 out of, I think, 23 missions are in the campaign, if I remember rightly. I don't quite recall off the top of my head. I was told, I don't remember. And even though I'm doing these as daily uploads at the moment, especially whilst the series is still out in its first week, I'm not going to be able to maintain these as daily uploads forever, because like I say, I'm going away on holiday on Tuesday. Now, I do have some stuff scheduled for whilst I'm away, and I may be able to record some stuff whilst I'm out and about, because I can take my laptop with me, or at least I can edit some stuff and potentially upload things I've got in my backlog. So I do have that to kind of think about, but the daily uploads on this may cease eventually, which is fine. I know you're probably going to be getting sick of it by then anyway, but I would like to get as much done as possible in the next few days, which is why we're going to be going for slightly longer episodes like this to get through the campaign. One, whilst the game is still in its development process, so I can report on it as we go, but also two, I have a little bit of a deadline to consider. So, heard you needed some help. They sent you. I volunteered. Even though I'm a fighter, not a babysitter. Well, thanks. We need to protect the device until General Beckett can get here with the rest of reinforcements. Oh, is this a timed mission? Do we have a timed mission at last? Something different. It's in the cargo truck. We must keep it safe. Looks like I made it just in time. Wastelanders are approaching. I hope you brought a lot of troops with you, because I did. Who's this guy? Someone who likes to talk. Right. Looks like they're lining up for a frontal assault. An assault? Yes, we should prepare to defend. Set up a defensive perimeter. They'll attack in waves. That's how I'll do it. How I would do it, even. Okay. Yeah, so they are probably going to take these cities and things. Right, so I have to defend this, do I? I don't know where they're going to come from. Interesting. Well, I can set up artillery and things behind the mountains. Or behind my I've got my mega tank at least as well, so I do have that there. Right, I'm going to leave this here just in case they do come from this way. And use these as walls a little bit. because I'm not entirely sure where they're going to be coming from. And meanwhile, we shall see what they do. I'm going to leave this in the back. Yeah, I knew they'd go for the city, so... What was that? Did that unit just self-destruct to destroy a building? That doesn't seem very practical. Maybe that was their unique unit. We did see a kind of weird-looking buggy, which I wasn't quite sure what it was. Maybe that's the Wastelanders' unique unit. Not sure. That's fine. If I don't really want him to take the building, so I can get as much income for as long as I can possibly have it, quite frankly. But his tank is over here, out of position. This artillery can't do much on its own. So, for now, I'm going to deploy the artillery behind the mountains to cover my tanks and things, which he's probably going to come over here with this one to attack them. But I do want to keep the buildings I've got for as long as I can have them for, because the more money I have when he sends in the scarier units, the better. Because I'm not entirely sure what he's going to be sending at me. I'm assuming if she's saying they're going to attack in waves, that means that they're going to come when I destroy all the units he's got, and he's going to deploy more. Think of it like, you know the mission where you first encounter Penny in Advance Wars Days of Ruin? You destroy all their units, and then suddenly ambush spawn, and they deploy heavy tanks and things. And then there's another wave, and another wave. Or like the mission on the bomber, where you have all your units split up. I think it's like mission 24 or something. Yeah, it's probably going to be like that, where there's just so many waves of enemy units. I just don't know how many at the moment. That's fine. If I could take... Because I don't have to worry about ammo, which is nice. I don't have to worry about wasting it on units which are probably not worth it in the exchange. Such as... everyone loves a giant, yeah. Such as attacking infantry with tanks. Normally that would be a huge waste, but I don't have to worry about that now, do I? Because I know that ammo consumption isn't really a thing. So this cargo truck's the one unit I have to protect, I think. So I'm going to save my money this turn, actually. And I'm just going to keep sending these infantry down and see what he does this turn at Decker. There's more coming. Hold strong, Lieutenant. Ah, okay, so they just show up as and when. Now she's not got her power quite just ready, but... Is that the same units he just sent in? Well, infantry-wise and tank, he had 2 tanks, yes. But there's an extra artillery this time. Wow, shocker. Not exactly the most dangerous thing in the world. Well, either way... Yeah, I like my defensive hold I've got with my indirects. And in fact, I'm probably gonna deploy another one. I don't think there's gonna be stuff coming this way, but just on the off chance, I'm going to deploy some infantry to act as just a big clump, even. Imagine, it could be a club as well, they could all be friends. And a wall, just in case anything happens to spawn here. And meanwhile, I'm going to deploy my snipers down here and move that up there out the way. And yeah, I'm just going to leave my artillery where they are. So think of this like a grit mission, I suppose. A grit mission with ambush spawns. Yeah, went for that. That's fine. How long is this assault going to last? This is just the beginning. They will try to overwhelm us. Well, we're going to try our best not to let that happen, won't we, viewers? In fact, I'm going to send a mega tank over here if I can help it. If I capture this, he's probably going to attack the building again just to try and keep it for himself. Because, as I say, they do seem to like prioritizing attacking the buildings. And if I can cripple that there with the rockets, and use that as a meat shield, and send this down to be a meat shield too. And just, as I say, clump these infantry up here and send in another tank. Because this cargo truck, it can't attack, it can't supply, fuel and ammo isn't a thing. Maybe when they do add fuel and ammo into the game, the cargo truck will be like an APC and will be able to resupply. Because in my head, that's probably what like it's supposed to be. You know how, like, as I said to you in previous episodes, like in Famicom Wars, where the APC and the the supply truck were separate units. It feels like that's what it's supposed to be, but it currently isn't. Yeah, he went for the building of his tank again. I do still have his superpowers to worry about. I think he's got the same orbital laser as I do. I'm just not entirely sure if and when he's going to use it. Rockets, rockets, rockets. Destroy the tanks with me rockets. And I think we're going to be fine. Because, yeah, I can take that tank out now. I wonder if it's destroying so many that triggers them sending in more. I don't know at the moment. Ah, not quite. Not quite. Can I... Yeah, I can do that. And pull that one back. That you can have that city for now, I suppose. More rockets coming in, another tank. And... I'm actually going to deploy a medic in case I need it for up here. And move this tank over here for now. That will have to do. Here we go. Ah, we can see what these are now. Oh my words. I could do this all day. Just give me the terraformer and I'll stop. Never. You know we should go to the wastelands. I know that I shouldn't listen to a single word out of your mouth. Have it your way. But don't say I didn't give you a chance. So, I will have a look at what those are next turn. So what the hell is this? A boom truck. Well, that's fairly self-explanatory, I think. I am about to sneeze. Bear with me a second. I'm trying to wait for it to come out of my nose. Oh, there was two in there. Right, so he's got rockets now. But his tanks are further back. And his rockets can't move and shoot in the same turn. The only things I have to worry about are these kamikaze-ing trucks, which I presume is what I used to attack the buildings before. But that's fine. I think we'll probably be okay. I'm not overly worried about what he's got currently. And again, another tank, just so I've got more fresh ones coming in. And, I'm actually going to move this one over a little bit. And move that one over a little bit, and that one and there, so they kind of cover each other. They can't move into the forest, but I can use that as a kind of... Can I use the mega tank? I wonder if I can use the mega tank to draw the attention of all the quote-unquote boom trucks, but I don't really want to put it into rocket range, so for now I'm going to leave it. Bring this infantry down here. He's probably going to go for these cities the most, as he seems to want them. I'm entirely aware that all this infantry wall here is probably a waste of time and money, but I'm going to leave it be. See what he does. Yep. Boom trucks, kind of what I figured. They self-destruct themselves when they attack. Seems a little bit of a waste of money, really, but, like, why would I ever build one? And they're incredibly squishy. Incredibly squishy. But, you know, that's kind of what I figured they would be. In fact, I don't think I'm going to destroy them all, but... Well, how much damage do they take? They do take a fair considerable amount of damage from being shot at. Although I do kind of want to get rid of this... Well, I can ignore the recon, really. But if they're just going to self-destruct themselves, attacking them seems kind of pointless. One of them's going to self-destruct itself on a city, and one of them is probably going to attack one of those tanks. So in fact, I'm going to pull that tank back. And use this sniper as a wall against this recon, which is probably going for this artillery unit, although I am going to pull it back a little bit and move that one over there. I'm going to pull the mega tank back so they don't charge through the woods to hit it. And that's going to be all she wrote, I think. Although I do have my super ready, so in fact, I'm going to use it on his rockets, because they're the most dangerous things, really. I'm not able to destroy them, but that trick is less useful when you're playing defense. I don't know, it slowed you down. And can I destroy that with... No, not quite, but hey, it may redirect some of his forces to hit me. I've got a feeling this is probably the last wave, but I've been wrong before. My hubris could come to bite me in the arse. And again, another tank, I think. And end my turn. He's probably going to use his super now if he's got it. No, he isn't. Ah, the tank went for it instead. Interesting. Although, that is exactly what I wanted in terms of distractions. There we go. One of them went for the tanks and stuff, as I thought. This is relentless. Surely it can't get any harder. You spoke too soon, Lieutenant. We're detecting incoming aircraft. We can't fight aircraft. That's what they think too. But I made another call after speaking to the General. I got us a few anti-air units just in case. That's some forward thinking. You should try it someday. She's really mean, isn't she? Right, so we've got some reinforcements now. That's good. So they're probably going to arrive this or next turn. Okay, so we should make every hit count whilst we can. And I was right, at least, that they would attack the tank and one of the other units, although the tank went for the city instead, but that's okay. I can stay within the minimum range of the artillery to keep it occupied. And use my indirects to finish off the tanks that he's got. Actually, I'm gonna go for that one. And use my artillery there to poach him. Can't quite destroy that tank, although I can use this to block. And go for that recon. Go for that recon. And use that to block there. There we go, that's fine. And put my sniper there. Keep my tanks in the back. And I'm actually going to, whilst I've got more tanks coming in, I'm going to deploy another flat cannon, because now I know I'm going to need them. Let's see, are the air units going to arrive this turn or next turn? No, this turn. Here they come. Only 3 helicopters isn't too bad, but he's got air units of his own. You should have given me advice when you had the chance. How about no? Unfortunately, if he's got air units, it means I can't keep this forward hold anymore. I don't really have to worry about those rockets, it's fine. I'm going to use my tanks to do as much damage to his anti-air units that he's got here as I can. And maybe distract some of his forces. Yeah, I can't keep this forward position any longer. I'm gonna have to fall back. Although, yeah, no, I'm gonna attack it with my tank instead. I'm gonna fall back with these ones. Retreat! Run away! Run away! Still in attack range of the things there, but that's okay. Yeah, I can take out that recon at least, and that tank isn't a problem anymore. In fact, I'm going to put that there to slow them down a little bit. And my anti-air guns should be coming in range next turn. Plus, I've got the missile units too. Yeah, so I didn't have to build the infantry, it seems. Or maybe I did, I don't know. He could have an air force that suddenly appears over here on the right-hand side. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to save my money this turn and see where the air units go and respond accordingly. Yeah, they are just charging in, as I figured. I mean, that's fine. His tanks are staying occupied down south. And he is self-sacrificing his units quite a fair bit. We can't hold out much longer. Yes, we can. We absolutely can. We are fine. We are in no danger at all. We are in no danger whatsoever. In fact, we're doing more than okay. Well, I was hoping could destroy that, but apparently not. Yeah, remember, they can fly through enemy units to hit each other. Not hit each other, they hit things in the back. But they can't hit things if I park things next to them. Can they? So, we can use that against them, definitely. Plus, I've got these surface-to-air missile units, which are kept in the back, just in case I need them. Move this over here, and in fact, because we're running a bit low, I'll say running a bit low. We are running a bit low on tanks, actually. I think I'm confident and happy with these bunched up where they are, because he can't actually get through to hit them, because whilst he could fly through, if this wasn't here, for example, and I move the sniper here, and like, that's a wall there, but there's a space tile here next to this rocket unit, he could just fly this in here and hit my rockets in the back, because they can fly over the tanks which I've got. But if I leave that there, I don't have to worry about that, so that's fine by me. If this was like Panzer Tactics on DS, however, what the air units are able to do in that game is fly directly over and sit right on top of them, regardless. It doesn't matter if we've got things next to them. The planes kind of function on a row of tiles above the ground units on their own kind of trajectory, so they can fly over the entire walls of infantry and things, which you can't use as a wall like you can on Advance Wars, say. And whilst they can fly through enemy units in this, if I've got stuff next to them, they can't hit. To make it more of a challenge, developers, in case you happen to be watching this, maybe make it like in Panzer Tactics, where the units can fly over the top directly. Make air units a bit more of a threat. Just food for thought. It may not go well in testing. Who knows? Oh, he hit the SAM there. Well, that's fine. It's, yeah, he's mostly got infantry, really. Like, the two tanks he's got are way out of position. And in fact, because I've got the anti-air units to hand, the helicopters are no longer a problem. And I can deal with the few tanks he does have coming into my range accordingly. So, yeah, I'm not really worried. Whilst this is an interesting mission in concept, it's still just a little bit too easy. is still just a little bit too easy. And in fact, I've got my power again, so I'm just going to use it on the snipers. Oh, it completely deletes infantry. It does varying damage to the unit type. Huh, because it did 6 HP to the tank, it did 10 to the infantry, and it did 9 to the rocket. That's really weird. I wish I knew what the damage ranges it was going to do were, but or it was at least consistent, potentially, rather than kind of a mix of damage values, because it's a little bit weird that it's so varied, but whatever, I suppose. We've weathered the storm, and I don't think we have much, but mind you, maybe he's got more air nukes coming. I'm just going to deploy another flat cannon just in case. Right, turn 12. Yep, more air units. Bombers are coming in now too, and more kamikaze trucks. How many more? It doesn't matter, our job remains the same. Hold the line and protect the device. Decker, what is the delay? The Azure Guard are more stubborn than I thought. My patience is waning. You know the punishment for failing me. Uh-oh. Looks like someone's in trouble. Look at your army. Only one of us is in trouble. Yeah, it's you, not me. I'm fine. Right, so he does have those bombers. That is a little bit of a worry, but that's fine. They can move quite far, though. Again, I'm going to pull back a little bit, but not too much, because in fact, I'm going to heal that. And it's a good thing I bought more flat cannons, isn't it? Although these infantry are kind of useless, and I didn't need to build them. Yeah, hey, maybe I can use them as walls to bunch up against the thingy-bobby-doo-dah, the planes when they come in. For now, though, I am gonna... Yeah. So, those are in range there, and the bomber can only hit my mega tank. Well, mega tank hopefully can weather the hit a little bit. I'm going to save money this turn, I'm probably going to need it. Yeah, the bomber did weather the hit. That's the mega tank weathered the hit from the bomber, I should say, even. Word salad today. Well, this is fine. In fact, we are more than fine. If I take out that with the missiles, I hadn't actually seen what that animation was because I kept skipping it. I can get the first strike. I'm not going to just completely destroy it, but I'm going to do a lot of damage to it. Do a lot of damage to it. And take out the... whatever that unit was. I blanked for a second. Sorry. I forgot what I hit. Unfortunately, I can't surround the plane. It will fly away. But that's okay. If I send these infantry down to maybe try and recapture the city. Mega tank, again, I'm going to pull it back. And this rocket unit is probably toast, but it's a good thing I bought a second one. The SAM is... if I park it there, they're covering each other if I park it there. And in fact, my superpower is ready again, so if I hit his tanks and his other... It's a waste to use it on the self-destructing trucks. Use it on one of his other missile units. Rockets, even. Yeah, because those are going to destroy themselves, so I don't have to worry about them. The infantry, not really that bothered, and both of his tanks and both of his bombers are crippled, so that's fine. Put that tank there. Yeah, even though I'm having to pull back a little bit, I'm still quietly confident. I'm not worried in the slightest. Oh, he went for the building with his plane. Interesting. Not going to help you much, though. Oh dear. I can feel my throat starting to get a little bit sore, because I have been talking a lot in the past several hours, because I'm doing a lot of recording. Not good on the voice. Well, that's all of his planes dealt with, so not worried about them anymore. And in fact, I'm going to take out that tank there and bring these back forward again, because unless he's got more planes in the back, I'm going to repair my mega tank. But hey, I can bring the SAM forward, can't I? Unless he's got more planes in the back that are going to be coming in. We have weathered this extraordinarily well. Can I hit this and it will destroy itself, or does it have to attack me to destroy itself? No, it just has to attack me to destroy itself, otherwise it takes the hit. Well, no, it's an experiment. The more we know, I suppose. Keep the medic there, and I wonder how much repairing that's going to cost. So again, I'm not going to spend any money this turn. Yeah, I'm going to keep hold of it. See what he does. Oh well. Yeah. Okay, this isn't too bad. I mean, I'm glad that there's actually finally some variety in the mission types, because we've not had much of that. And if it does seem to be now a case of destroy all units, but having to weather waves of enemy units is actually quite interesting, and I quite like that it's doing something different, or at least it was seeming to. Now that maybe they haven't stopped, I don't know, maybe he's got a mega horde in the back just waiting. But now that the worst of it seems to be over, question mark, I mean, you kind of have to clean up, I suppose, but that's okay. We'll clean these up. Take back the cities, which we do have over there. Keep this in the back, these in the back, just in case he does have more units coming in. Actually, that's not as much to repair as I thought, and I can deploy another one, which is excessive, so I'm not going to. I only need to just deploy some regular tanks because they are faster. Keep the cargo truck over here, and for sake of it, deploy an infantry. And I'm going to join those together. No, that seems to be it. Unless, now my reinforcements arrive. And have completely surrounded the guy. Anyone need some backup? General, I have never been so happy to see you. Hey, Jackson, did you miss me? Can we get back to business? To defeat the Huns? Hello, General. Long time. No see, presumably. Decker, I should have known you'd be involved. I see you finally picked a side. I like to think the side picked me. Well, reinforcements have arrived, and I'm going to be honest, the amount of excessive force to destroy this one single infantry unit is fucking funny. But let's pick him off. And let's see if it summons more, or is this just the end of the mission? I imagine it's the end of the mission now that the main army has arrived. Decker, you disappoint me. But Mordred, sir, if you can't get me the device, then I will do it myself. Raven, Jackson, excellent job. I'm not so sure. The device took a hit. I think it's broken. Let me take a look. Yeah, it's damaged. We'll need to find a way to stabilize it. We'll take it back to the lab. No, the device should be destroyed. What? Even though it has the potential to bring life to the wastelands. It could bring war too. Cassian is right. It needs to be destroyed. Why did you build it then? We'll drop it into Kraken's wake. Kraken's what? It's a massive crack in the ice with a vast ocean trench underneath. The cold and the pressure should stabilise it. Plus Kraken's wake is miles deep. It will be unretrievable. The Frost Wardens won't take well to that. They'll attack us as soon as we reach the frozen coast. We just need to fight them off long enough for Jackson to drop the device into the abyss. Me? Why do I have to do it? You've impressed me, Lieutenant. You've shown great honour, bravery and skill. This is the perfect assignment for you. Well, thank you. Won't let you down, sir. What do you say, Cassian? Care to join us in the frozen north? I'll get my skis. Victory is mine! Again, an even longer episode today, though, but hey, that at the end was actually interesting, and air units seemed quite fun to use. And would you look at that, this one is right slap bang in the middle of the water, and from the looks of the map, we're either going to need air units again, or we have to cross the ocean, potentially, with landers and sea units. So, I was wrong. It seems we're not going to have ship units this time, but hopefully we will have them next time. And I hope you do join me for it. I hope you are still enjoying the series somewhat, despite its flaws. I know I am, at least. It's not the best game in the world, but it's absolutely not the worst. I do have my issues with it. Like I say, I'd still only give it a 3 stars out of 5. And whilst it doesn't deserve a negative review, it doesn't deserve a positive one either at the moment. It's kind of in the middle. So we'll see what happens. They are still patching it, working through the Easter holidays. We'll see what the next few days bring, and we'll see what the future missions in this campaign bring as well, and I hope you do join me for them. Like this if you did, subscribe so you can catch those in your inbox as and when, and as always, it's been a pleasure to spend time with you playing games today, and I hope to see you again at the same time, same place, very soon. Take care, stay safe, and ta-ra for now. Goodbye.